Hello everybody and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. So I'm picking up exactly where I left off in the stream a couple of days ago, and I have about 110 bales to wrap. Every single one is going to be wrapped. There's 126 in total, so it's going to be quite a big job. My plan is to make the time lapse around 1 minute in length, so hopefully this is going to be a fast job for you just to view this, but it is going to take me quite a long time to do these 100 and something bales. Plenty of them, but also plenty of money. So enjoy what is going to be probably a very short time lapse, getting every single one of these wrapped, except for the ones which I did in the live stream. So, see you in a minute. Right, well, obviously I haven't finished just yet, I'm still going. It's taken even longer than I was expecting. I knew it was going to take a long time, but even so, yeah, it's a big job. So anyway, I'm getting closer to the end. Everything here is done, I think. Yeah, looks like it is. So it is just the final section, which is the middle piece. Most of the bales down the bottom there, as you've already seen, have been done. So I would say a rough estimate here of 15 bales left to go. So not too many, but it is definitely a big job. I'm definitely, without a doubt, going to be using an auto stacker to move these, especially as they're going to be worth so much money. I'm hoping the current price for silage is good. Ah, 258. Oh, good. Well, I think before that was at 500 and something. So that's disappointing. In that case, it means we're going to have to, well, stack, I suppose, in the yard where the bales are sold, because they're going to the bale sell point. That's really messed things up. I suppose they could stay in the field until I'm ready to sell them, and then just move them once. That would be the obvious thing to do. But I was hoping to sell them today to get the money in. Although it is getting later, so what I could do is go to sleep, and maybe tomorrow the price will be much higher. So that's a possibility. Anyway, hopefully the time lapse didn't make you feel sick. I know it was a bit fast, but at the end of the day, that is what the time lapse was supposed to be, but not quite so fast. It's because there's so much footage there to condense into a very small period of time. I could have made it slower, but the video would have been much longer. Well, the time lapse would have been much longer, and I think a time lapse is good, but if you have too much of it, it can get a bit much. But of course you might have a different opinion on that. This is it, the final piece. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to do. Everything behind me is finished. So there you go, that's what 126 bales look like when they have been wrapped. So yeah, just the clearing process when the price is good. I really am hoping that in the morning it will have gone up in price. That is the plan, but if not, I would just be leaving them in the field until the price is a very good price. I'm surprised about how low it is currently. 258 is disappointing. Should be double that at least. So I'm just going to finish off and then go to bed. Yep, we'll go and sleep and try and get that price to increase. Anyway, for those of you who are interested in the new graphics card, I have now bought one from Amazon, and it's going to be arriving today. So I'm going to be fitting that in the next few days, if all goes to plan. And I suppose you're going to be interested in knowing which one it is. It is actually the RTX 2070. I did actually look into the different ones in detail, like the 1080 and all those sort of ones, 1070. But I came to the conclusion, because the price was pretty good for the 2070, that that was the one to go for. Now, I know there's a few videos on the internet about the RTX series saying that you probably shouldn't get it if you are getting a laptop, but I'm not getting a laptop. This is a desktop PC, so well, a tower PC. So yeah, it should be absolutely fine. Should be a massive improvement. And of course, all the thanks for it goes to my donators, for the Super Chat donators in the previous streams. Thank you so much to you all, because you have obviously contributed massively towards it. It is a very expensive card, but it should last for many, many years, producing many videos. And yeah, my plan is just to get rid of some of the lag, because I do get lag from time to time. Most of the time it's okay, but it's borderline. I can only do 30 frames per second, it can't do 60 at 1440p. I think it's designed really for up to 1080p, so that is the issue. And yeah, like I say, 60 frames per second is impossible with this, with the current one. Oh, I keep doing that, it's so annoying. So yeah, I'll hopefully do a video on the graphics card unboxing and installation. So yeah, if you want to see the graphics card video, then please do like the video. If we hit, let's say, 2,000 likes, then I'll do it. Anyway, I think that is it. I think that is everything finished. We do have every single bale wrapped. If I have missed one, it doesn't really matter. I can still sell it as just a grass bale. Obviously the price won't be as good, but it's only one bale, so it doesn't really matter. So that has been an incredibly good machine for the job. Time to take it back over to the store. I don't know if I've had it for an hour. Hang about, what do we have here? It's probably a good idea to wrap it. It is here after all. There we go. So yeah, that is, as far as I'm aware, 126 wrapped. The one thing I noticed with the wrapper though, although it's a very good machine, is, well, absolutely nothing powering it. No PTO, no hydraulics. Magic. Absolutely magical. I don't think it's got its own engine, unless it's electric or something. I have absolutely no idea. How do these things run? Right, off we go. Let's put some lights on. Beacons too. Beacons to cross my own farm. So yeah, the place where we're going to be selling the bales eventually is actually South... Is it South View? South View's barn, yeah. Just across the road from the shop, so not very far to go at all. I think the fastest way will still be to go this way, I'm not too sure, but yeah, it isn't exactly far to go. And the auto stacker can carry 16 bales at a time, so that's not going to be too many loads. One load of 16 will go into the shed for the cows in the future, or any animal actually, any animal for the future. It's getting dark. Put some extra lights on. Yeah, I don't think it's been an hour. I think it has been less than 1 hour on the rental. I can check. It's probably a good idea to check. So when I get up to the top of here, I will see. I know you don't have to take it back to the shop. You can just do it from the menu, which I'll probably do anyway. It's just, it has a sense of realism to do it like this. Right, okay, so leased items. I've had it for 0.8 hours, so that's how long it took. Yeah, I thought it was a really long-winded job, but actually less than an hour, so that wasn't too bad. Right, let's go and sleep. My Manitou needs to come home as well, but I can do that next time. Very atmospheric, with the big moon and the very impressive lighting. One thing actually which I have noticed is, in real life, with these lights sat on the back of the fender there, it would light up some of the green bodywork, and it's not lighting up the bodywork at all. The first time you see the effects of the light are right back here. So if Giants ever want to make any tweaks, then that would be something. It's not illuminating the rear of the tractor one bit. The rear tail lights are. You can see the red, but the spotlights aren't. The work lights. Right, okay, so let's just go and park this in the shed. It's very dark. So yes, my farmhouse is over here. Let us sleep. We can sleep for some time. I'll do 13 hours because then there's more chance of the price increasing. 10 AM. It's gone up, 382. It's still not really good. But yeah, again, it's not too bad. Oh no, I left the beacons on. That means the battery's going to be flat. Keep those switched off. Yeah, so I don't know. I really don't know what to do now because I don't want to waste potential money. But there is the field, looking good. Crop growth is off, so there's no chance of the grass starting to regrow while the bales are in here. Not that it really matters, I can still pick them up even if the grass does regrow. So yeah, there we go. The big job is almost finished. All I have to do now is move them. What I could do is move them with the Manitou, but I don't have a trailer, so that's going to be problematic. Got a bit of tidying up to do. Yeah, let's take the Manitou back over to the farm. Some viewers said they preferred to have the other telehandler, the one which doesn't articulate. Personally, I do too, but this one was much cheaper, so I've gone for this. In the future, because it is a long-term lease, I can just return it and get another one, so I will be most likely replacing it with the Liebherr or the Massey Ferguson, which is a Bobcat. Anything, doesn't really matter. Or even the other Manitou. This one is pretty good though, and it's actually very easy to do the manoeuvring with the big bags, because you can just articulate if you're not dead in line with the hopper. I think they have benefits. I think these are more for mucking out of the animals because of the way that they can get into the much tighter corners. Although having said that, the other ones do have the crab steer, which allows you to go almost sideways, like a crab, I suppose. That's a very good way of putting it. Must be why it's called crab steer. Anyway, yes, let's just put this down here. Park it up. The bag doesn't really need to be on. So there we go. I also have the voucher, which is sat in the middle of the field, which again doesn't need to be. This is long-term lease, but it's only going to be used for very minor jobs such as spraying. Well, when I say minor, it's still a very important job. It's just it's not very hard work for it. I can't be putting on any really big jobs. The main reason for having it really is because of the tyres, the row crop tyres. Anyway, yeah, I did mention in the previous stream that I did that I wanted to do a charity live stream for Cancer Research UK, and yeah, I definitely do want to do it. I want to do it on Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer. So my next step is to get in contact with the admins of Truckers MP just to make sure it's all okay with them. Hopefully it will be. And then I'm going to obviously sort out a few things such as the route that we're going to take. And it'll probably be, if I do get the approval, on Europe 3 or 4. It definitely won't be on Europe 2. It just depends how sensible my viewers are going to be, and I really do hope that it's going to go well. Because I don't want it to be just a massive ramming session where everybody just crashed into each other. I want it to be a really good session. So yeah, I'm just going to keep looking into it, the different possibilities, and hopefully we'll do a long haul and raise money for charity. That price is not moving, so should I take it? Should I take 382? Okay, so I have come to the conclusion that I'm not going to do it because I can get potentially £200 more, at least, per 1,000 litres, which does equate to a lot of money. So anyway, what I'm going to do instead is go and get the sprayer, spray fill number 15, because that does need to be done. And this is going to be quite challenging because I need to make sure I avoid the poles. There are plenty of poles which are there to hit, which obviously, well, not meant to be hit, but they could be hit through lack of well, not intelligence, I suppose. It's lack of concentration. So let's go over to the store and first of all buy some more liquid fertilizer. This is a big job. So yeah, anyway, in the next video, hopefully we're going to be moving those bales and making the small fortune, which I'm planning on making. I guess if we set a goal of £500 per 1,000 litres, you could actually figure out how much money we're going to make. 4,000 litres per bale. Let's say £500 per 1,000 litres, so that's £2,000 bale. 2,000 times 126. The figure I got was £252,000. Wow, that is impressive. That is of course assuming that it is 500, it might be more, it might be less. If it's more, then, well, that would just be some extreme money, because that in itself is good. That's £250,000, although I don't need to tell you that. So, yep, let's get this fertiliser done. We're boosting yields in other areas. Fertiliser tank, we need 2 of these. See, we do have to spend plenty of money, even though some things are worth a lot. Great demand at Greendale stores. Well, that can't be the silage. That should be enough. 2 IBCs. We already had something in there anyway. And I've just noticed we're about to be charged again for this tractor. There's an hourly fee for every hour that you actually use it, not for every hour it's just sat there. And it's on 0.9 hours, so yes, about, what would it be, £2,000 is about to depart the bank account. So that's the next big job. After the bales have been done, I have 2 fields. One of the fields is absolutely huge. So again, it's probably something that should be done in a live stream. This really is a streaming map over an episode map, but I've sort of incorporated the streaming into it. It's both now. This is going to be the streaming map for me and the episode map. But as soon as Peterville is released, that is going to be my main series, which is going to be replacing Fellsbrunn. Peterville isn't out yet, but it has been submitted to Giants, so it's just a matter of time now. I'm here at the field, but I can't spray it until it has germinated, which should just take a few more minutes. Just looking at the nozzles on here, they're really well detailed. Although I keep climbing it, so there we go. Right, so I can now fertilise it. You can't fertilise it until it has germinated. So I can put the crop growth back to off, which isn't exactly a realistic thing to do, but I have to. Otherwise the grass field is going to become very overgrown. So there we go, second application, 2 out of 2. Just got to get these things done. It's still a big field. It took me an hour and 40 minutes to harvest it before, but it's nowhere near as big as that field. That is huge. It's just one of those jobs spraying. It's quite slow, but it's just going to improve the yield so much. And for a crop like this, having a big yield is going to be very, very good. These are both rapeseed fields. Canola. Yeah, I think there's about 3 poles in here that go across the middle of the field, so it should be fairly easy to avoid them. It's just the odd lack of concentration, and I'll be spinning around in circles. The boom will just pull everything around. It's a super strong boom. It could pull the tractor around too. And yes, I am talking from experience of doing this before in FS. That's the first time round almost done. I'm assuming we have just been charged for the rents. Yes, that bank account balance has decreased. I don't think it was £2,000, I think it was less, so that's not too bad. So, just now time to go up and down the field, which shouldn't take too long. is it pretty much done. This spray seems to have a mind of its own. It seems to adjust side to side on some hydraulic rams just under here. You can actually see them. So I don't know what that is about. Yeah. Lack of experience from me, clearly. I don't know. It just seems to keep jumping from side to side. It keeps adjusting the two rams. So anyway, yes, that is now pretty much finished. We'll fold it up, take it back over to the yard, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'm going to be selling the silage bales. And there we go. That piece for some reason doesn't fertilise. Probably the seed drill missed it originally, so that's why it can't be fertilised again. Whilst that is just folding up, let's just take a look at the price here for the silage. Still 382. It's going to take another day, I think, to adjust properly. Still, I've done quite a bit today. Wrapped all those bales and fertilised this field just here. So we'll take it back to the yard, put it in the shed, and call it a day. Let's see if it does that weird thing. Nope. It's working fine. Yeah, I don't understand it. I might have been turning too tight. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I just did it then. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And see you again very soon. Bye for now.